Yo, Yunish, how you been, bro?
All good, man. What's good, bro?
I've been doing good, been doing good. How's your emails going, your agency? How's it going?
Crazy, bro.
Crazy.
VFCM,
How,
it was
bro, tell me
crazy.
about it. Tell me about it. How was your the BFCM? Because I know a lot of your clients. I know you went crazy during Black Friday, sorry, Monday, bro. How'd that go?
Yeah, you've seen my stories, right, on the gram?
Bro, insane.
Yeah, we were doing 100K days with emails, and it was fucking
Wait,
crazy.
just with emails?
Just with emails, bro.
Shoot, dude, that's
Yeah.
fire, bro. That's insane.
So, yeah. So, what's up, everyone? Today, I'm sitting down with one of my clients and my friend, Brandon. And this is not another how I made money dropshipping kind of video or story. And this is deeper than that. Brandon and I have been working together for a while now, and I wanted to pull back the curtain on the economics, the psychology, and the systems. So, Brandon, appreciate you doing this, man.
Of course, of course. Welcome in, guys.
So, yeah, this should be fun. So, let's start simple. So, how did you get into dropshipping, and what was the first product that actually worked for you, bro?
So good question, bro. I started dropshipping, dude, around 3 years ago, actually. And
3 years.
yeah, bro, the reason I got into dropshipping because before, like a few months before, the first business I got into was car detailing, right? I went to car detailing, power washing, and I did everything for free in the beginning because I didn't know anything. I didn't have any experience, right? So I started doing people's driveways and cars for free until I started getting experience, and I was using other people's equipment. Then I started charging a little more as I started having a huge pool of customers. Then I started building up capital and then spent more money on high quality products and items so I can scale my detailing business. That was for like 3 months. We probably brought in like around $800, $1,000 that summer. And that was my first business, right? Then I kept seeing online, like, people were making money anywhere around the world and anytime they want on TikTok. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
what? Yeah, and then that's when I was like, I got really interested. I hopped on a call with someone and I got closed, bro. I paid for a purchase, I paid for a course, and at that moment, I was supposed to go to college, my first year of college. Either I go to college or spend that money on a course. And so I took the risk and spent the money on the course. First month, all I did was watch the course, and I realized, like, bro, I'm not seeing any results. I'm not even because I'm not taking action. So the moment I started taking action on October 22nd in 2022, I started posting organics, right? When I first started doing dropshipping, I did organics, and 3 days later, I went viral on TikTok, and I got my first sale 5 days in of posting. And so, like, I was so excited, and I made a few $100s, and then I ran like four more products, did pretty decent, and then I found my winning product like 4 months later online, right? And later on, did like around 60K in organics. Then the whole year did organics. 2024 did organics. I found my first winning brand, and that shit did like 700K is 700K. And honestly, I didn't know much about paid ads or branding or how to scale a brand. So that shit died down. I actually did at one point. That brand was doing 250K per month off just organics, bro. We had like a video that hit 50 million views. And if you guys want to look at it, it's called a Traveler on Instagram. The TikTok account's not there anymore, but on Instagram, it's called Traveler. It has like 60K followers. Um, but yeah, we never really scaled that much because I didn't know about paid ads until this year, right? And this year is when I started learning a lot about paid ads and building a brand, scaling a brand. And this is my first like pretty good Q4. So I was able to look at everything, figure out, okay, well, I think I need emails. My first time needing emails. So I hired you. I started doing
Yeah.
pretty well. And and then I started realizing, okay, ecom is more about it's just running ads. You gotta have other channels, you gotta have other channels uh to bring in more revenue and traction, So that's a long story, but just wanted to let you guys know.
Si- So the journey from car detailing to organic dropshipping to paid ads, bro. That should be a
Exactly.
hell of a ride, man.
Before detailing, I was doing day trading, but
Day trading.
I lost a lot of money though. I lost a lot.
Okay, so here's what I want to know. So everyone has seen the Instagram ads like the find winning product, run ads, make money, that kind of scheme. So what's the actual reality that nobody talks about?
Well, in terms of scaling ads, like
Yeah,
what is the thing
you
again?
know, have you seen some ads like gurus are selling the courses, right? Find the winning product, run them ads, and make free money, quick money. So what's the actual reality?
Oh, reality? Okay, bro. So, dude, especially after the Andromeda update, like it's not gonna help you guys at all. Like if you're taking ads for competitors and just ripping it and scaling it, you're not gonna get far. Maybe you make a little bit of money, but dude, it's not how you build a brand. If you want to build a brand, you need to actually build everything yourself. Your ads, you can't just rip content and run it yourself because that doesn't work anymore, you know?
So so that's the part they leave out.
Exactly. Exactly. They just the gurus, they just tell you, bro, find this winning product, rip their ads, rip their website, and just launch it, bro, and you'll see result. It's not easy, bro. It's not that easy. It's you actually have to do a lot more than that, you know? Do market research, customer research, make custom ads, and you know that's actually how you really scale. Like that's how my current brand did so well in the beginning because we found this competitor. It's a very niche product. You know, we didn't want to rip the competitors' ads because like we knew that we wouldn't have scaled fast. So we made we took a day or two to make custom ads. Same day we launched it, $200 in ad spend and $800 back. So that was a full ROAS. And so ever since then we started doing 3K days, 10K days, then 15K days, and we just been consistent with that.
So now, can you walk me through your worst month in the business? Like what almost
Sure.
killed you, or how do you survive it
In this current business or just in dropshipping in general?
in your entire lifetime?
Oh, my first dude. Dude. So 2024, right? Like I said, Traveler, this bag brand that I ran organically, I ran it in January, right? Went went viral in the beginning of December. Oh, sorry, not December, February. And guess what? February is Chinese New Year's, right? And we didn't have any fulfillment solidified. On top of that, we had competitors like going crazy viral, doing sales, and I'm pretty sure they already bought inventory, thousands and thousands of inventory before Chinese New Year. And so we went crazy viral at a wrong time. We didn't have a supplier that had stock. Nowhere, no one had stock. No supplier was available for a whole month, right? For a whole fucking month. And dude, we just had angry customers. And eventually, like, we were still printing like 250K a month, right? For 3 months. But then all of our customers' orders were backed up like 2 to 3 months, bro. So we started getting like tens of chargebacks every single day, and we started losing a lot of money. Then our Shopify payouts went on hold for 4 months, and that's what really cooked us. And we had to get a third party processor, and so we just kept losing money. Even with a third party processor, we kept getting cooked because of the previous orders, and we were struggling to keep up, and eventually in like March or April, we got scammed by our own supplier, $100,000 or $70,000.
You got scammed?
We got scammed by our own supplier, and we got cooked by our own orders because we couldn't fulfill in our fulfillment team. Three, we were losing the. I have screenshots. We were losing like 3 to 4K a day, doing paid ads on TikTok because my partner was like, "No, we gotta keep running, bro. We gotta build up data." Bro, we how are we building up data if we're losing $3,000 a day? So that was my best and worst brand, I'll tell you that.
So, the thing you said about the stock. So I see like the kids right now, they are running heavy ads, but they are not doing any kind of stock forecasting, especially in Black Friday.
Yes.
And their store dies in December, and in New Year, they goes like, New Year, new store, real money comes now. That's
Yeah.
funny to me.
Yeah. That's how it is.
Give me your most opposing take on dropshipping. Like, what do you believe in that will piss off gurus?
Okay, one thing that gurus be saying is it's very easy, right? It's a simple game, right? If you actually learn the knowledge and look at everything, it's very simple. It's not an easy journey, bro. And that's exactly why majority of students who join courses or programs, 99% of them they quit. The reason why is because they come into the program hoping that they're gonna see results immediately, but that's not the case, bro. It's not the case. You actually have to put time, you have to put money into it, and you gotta be willing to wait like a year or 2 years to even see results. If you can't do that, then you're never gonna make it. So you gotta have that kind of risk. You gotta put your risk out there. You gotta put your time out there and not hope for like actually work for that result.
Damn, that was a very good answer, bro.
Yeah,
So let's take a quick break from business. Now, what do you actually do when you are not working on this? Like, how do you disconnect?
dude. So good question. So a few things I do. Of course, gym, bro. You have to gym every day. Another thing, I have a girlfriend, right? So I be playing Minecraft with her. I think one thing that people get wrong a lot is that you just need, like people say, like the red pill people, they said that you just need to work, grind your ass off, winter arc, right? Just lock in, dude. That's not the case, bro. Because I used to do that, and I would be very disconnected from my personal world, my friends, my relationship, my own family, right? So you need to actually take breaks and actually spend time with the people around you, because if you don't, it's gonna affect your work and later on down the line as well. And so I definitely I play sports as well, soccer. I've been boxing a lot, and I've been just hanging out with family, bro, cooking and hanging out with my family, my girlfriend, and friends. And that's what I do, bro. Play some
Damn,
sports as well.
nice one, bro. You play soccer?
I do play soccer, bro. I've been playing soccer since I was little,
Damn. So, what team do you support, bro?
bro. I like Barca, bro.
Barca?
Yeah, Barca.
Bro, I've been a Barca fan since I was born, bro.
Bro, me too. I love Barca and love
Damn.
Man City. Man City is my team as well.
Man City. Damn. So that's dope. You know what I'm curious about? So, what's the worst advice you have ever gotten about entrepreneurship or life in general?
The worst advice?
Yeah.
Bro, the worst advice is just, bro, let me think about this, because have I ever gotten any bad advice? Because usually I get pretty good advice. I would say the worst advice is someone telling me, to be honest, I cannot think about it, but mm,
You're surrounded with pretty good people. Yeah.
yeah, but I'm not really around like bad people or people who, I guess, I wouldn't say advice, but like people that have talked down on me as I was coming up. I would say people be like, "Bro, you're not gonna make it, bro. Like, you need a backup plan, right?" Everyone would tell me like, "You need a backup plan. You're not gonna make it." Or not even that. Like, what if you don't make it? Like, they're always questioning. Well, what if this? What if that, bro? There's no what ifs, right? It's just if you just stick with plan A, you don't need a plan B, bro. Just stick with plan A.
Yep.
If you just stick with plan A, and it'll eventually work out. You're not gonna need a plan B. You know.
Yep.
Just
So,
straight up facts, bro.
you know, so there's a rule like this in my life. So, when people talk down, right? You don't have to criticize people when you are not trying to uplift them up. So yeah, feel that. So okay, back to money talk, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
When do you wake up? What metrics are you actually looking at? Like what matters versus what's more just of a noise?
Bro, yeah. So when I wake up, the metrics I look at, of course, the first thing I see is the revenue, right? Revenue is important. Revenue is definitely important, but definitely when I wake up, I look at the conversion rate. All right, well, is the store converting well? Well, what's the CPA? What's the ROAS? Right, when I wake up, because those are super important metrics, the CPA, conversion rate, and also your ROAS, right? Because if your ROAS is pretty shit, then, well, you got to immediately turn down your ad spend and fix something, launch more
Yeah.
ads, whatever it is. If your conversion rate is horrible, maybe something wrong with your website. Maybe something wrong with your checkout to your sorry, your add to cart to your checkout funnel, right? So you gotta check what's going on, fix things out, and those are the few measures I look at when I wake up for sure.
So okay. So here's the question, and this question, the answer will have the the upcoming dropshippers. How do you evaluate whether a product is worth scaling versus cutting it and moving on?
Dude, to be honest, when I test products, I give it around, dude, $500, bro. I get
500
$500.
bucks.
Yeah, you gotta at least test like 30 ads. If you're gonna test 500, it's $500, at least 30 to 40 ads, and it still
Mm,
doesn't work, then of course cut it. But it also depends on if you understand how to do creative strategy, right? You can't just like spend hundreds of dollars and make random ads and expect it to work. No, you're wasting money. So yeah, actually gotta do your research on creative strategy and actually how to make ads, because there's static ads and then there's video ads, right? Um, Static ads for my brand definitely started working in the beginning, right? It just depends on what your competitors are doing. If they're scaling with statics mainly, or if they're scaling with videos mainly, then you want to focus on that and try to replicate their messaging and their style of ads, and then launch them, bro. And understand awareness levels, right? Understand awareness levels and what that is and how to target certain demographics and audiences, right? Just it's all about understanding creative strategy and knowing your customer more than they know themselves, you know? That's how you differentiate yourself from other people's brands.
yep, that's smart, bro. That's smart. So you could have just keep doing what other does. The other dropshipper does, keep hammering acquisition, scale ads, run ads, find new products, scale ads again. So why did you bring in someone specifically for email marketing instead of just doing it yourself?
Well, the reason why I brought in a person to do email marketing is because, of course, I can run it myself, but it's a whole other channel that I have to like focus on, right? And
Yeah.
email marketing, it requires a lot, right? It requires market research, graphic designing, and actually just day to day like analysis, bro. The emails, what's working, what's not, and plan for the future campaigns and flows and what to do, right? And so I personally don't have a team for that. I don't have a person in house for that. And so it would make more sense for me to work with someone else and hire someone else to do it, because they're already experienced in years on it and they're doing well with other clients already. So why not bring them in, right? I
Yeah.
personally don't have that much experience with email, so that's why I'd rather bring in someone else and just pay them to do it, you know?
So let's talk about what actually looked like before we started working together. What was your email setup, bro?
So, dude, before we started working together, dude, I mean, dude, we were doing like 10K, 15K days. It was still really good. But dude, no emails. Before we started working together, I was working with another agency, but dude, the deliverability was ass. The open rate was pretty bad. All the metrics were bad when it came to emails. And I figured out later on that like this agency was just using templates from Klaviyo. There's a reason why. Like the email sales, the attributed sales was only like 10%, bro. It was horrible, right? So I was like, well, I found this guy Yunish on Twitter, and he seemed like he's doing really good. Let's test him out and see how it goes. Dude, the first week we already did like 30% attributed revenue. Like that's insane, you know? And so that's really important whenever you're running a brand. You need other channels of sales of revenue that can help build your total revenue up, you know?
So your old agency, the classic Klaviyo templates. So when we started working together, walk me through those first 60 days, what actually changed in the business, bro.
Well, yeah, so my first 2 months, bro, working with you, bro, honest opinion, like you responded quick, bro. You responded quick, and there was always planned out campaigns, email flows out there. And of course, the first month, like the first few weeks, the deliverability was slowly going up, and we're slowly launching campaigns and flows. And eventually everything just started automating, right? After the first month, everything started being automated. The flows are already doing amazing, and then we have campaigns coming out every single week. And so not only is it your responses are very fast, we just like we had no issues. There's just no big issues at all when it came to working with you. We just let the money come in, let you do the work,
Yeah.
and then just pay you, bro. That's just how it is, and it's pretty much automated for us.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So, let's get into something personal now. So if you could go back and tell your younger self one thing, not about business, just about life, what will it be, bro?
Bro, to be honest, a lot of things. One thing I would tell my younger self is don't worry about the noise, right? There's a lot of noise. People are gonna say this and say that, but if they're not where you want to be, there's no reason to listen to them because they're not gonna help you at all, right? They're not gonna help you at all. You want to listen to people that actually are out there, already have success and already have results, and just surround yourself around those people, right? If you just surround yourself around average people who aren't where you want to be, you're not gonna get to where you want to be. So that's what I would tell my younger self.
That was deep. That was deep, bro. That's real.
Yes, sir.
So, is there anything right now you're working on that has nothing to do with making money?
Dude, yes, I've been working on building my faith back to like stronger back with God, right? I've been reading the Bible verses, doing Bible study, so that's one thing that I've been doing, like just building up my mental health and building a strong connection with my faith so that my work, my personal life, and also my business can be stronger. Like everything will be a lot better in terms of connection.
Yep. Love that, bro. Fierce work, man. Fierce work.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, so okay. So now let's talk future, bro. So what does your team look like? How lean do you keep it, bro?
Bro, to be honest, my team is pretty small. I think it's crucial to keep your team small, especially in the beginning. You don't want to just
Mm-hmm.
hire anyone or everyone because, like, eventually something's gonna fall through the leaks, right? And something's gonna happen. Like maybe they take your prize or do this, take your money, whatever it is, right? Just take it slow, right? For me, I only have like one support agent that works a lot. I have one static creative strategist. I have one video strategist, and then I just freelance editors, right? I don't have anyone really in house that much. Maybe just hire the most crucial people, right? A VA for support, a UGC creator in house, and also editors and a creative strategist, uh, and also work with people. Like I bring in agencies, like for example, like you, or if you're doing Google, hire Google agency, hire email agency like you, and so I keep my team very lean because at the scale I'm at, I don't need 10, 30 people. So depends on what your scale at. You need more people depending on how well you're doing and how big your brand is getting, or business is getting,
Yep. That's smart. That's smart.
for
So
sure.
where are you taking this in the next 12 months, bro?
Ooh, for the next 2 months,
12 months? 12, bro. 12, not 2
oh,
months.
12
12
months.
months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, in the next 12 months, bro, my ecom, like, even in the past, even in the past 10 months, bro, ever since learning meta ads, I've learned a lot, bro. So there's only so much there's no, not only so much, there's so much that I had planned and will be learning in the next 12 months, bro. I know for a damn fact that next Q4 and next Black Friday, Cyber Monday is gonna be way better, right? I could hit my first six-figure day, right? Um, this current brand, we are planning to eventually get into stores, bro. Like it's gonna do very well. Get into stores and get on Amazon, TikTok Shop. So we have huge plans for this product, and of course, I plan on launching more brands and scaling it up for this coming year.
So you're launching this product in stores.
Hopefully, in the future, yes.
That will be fire, bro. That will
Yeah,
be fire.
hell yeah, hell yeah,
Yeah, man. If you were starting from zero today, what would you do differently, bro?
bro. Good question, bro. Because I actually did post this on Instagram. Funny enough, like yesterday or 2 days ago, I posted a video saying, if I were to start from $0 again in 2026 with the same knowledge and skills I have, here's exactly what I did. And so you want to check out the video, it's actually on my Instagram at real digital dow on Instagram. Uh, TikTok is at digital dow. And so here's my account right here. You guys want to check it out? Real digital
Yes,
dow. Can you see it?
sir. Yep,
There you go. Check out my
yep.
page, guys. I do post some good content and some knowledge on there you guys want to see, but let me know.
Everyone, give Brandon a follow. I'll have the link in description.
Appreciate it.
So let's move on to the next question, bro. So what would you tell someone doing $10,000 to $20,000 a month who wants to get where you are, bro?
Dude, so I've been stuck in that situation too, being just doing $10,000 per month, $20,000 per month. I'm like, well, after you make the first $10,000, what do you do next? How do you get to $100,000 per month, right? And so there's different things, right? It could be a variety of different things. For example, you may not have like if you're doing $10,000 a month only, you're probably either doing organics or you're just not honed in on your systems because if you're doing paid ads, you're not honing in on your systems. You're probably doing all the support emails yourself. You're probably doing all fulfillment yourself. You're probably doing everything yourself, right? When to get to $10,000 per month to $100,000 per month, you need some kind of team, bro. Some kind of team to do the back end for you, the easy things. Because if you just focus on doing the easy things as the founder, as a CEO, you're not gonna get far at all, right? You need to focus on the higher leverage tasks so that you can scale a business. So next step to getting to $10,000 to $100,000 per month, hire a team, right? Work on actually the ads, right? The ads is really important. Make better ads, improve your ads, and launch more ads daily. People are not making that much because they're only launching 10 ads per month, right? So you need to launch more ads. That's how you get $200,000 per month.
Save this, everyone. Save this.
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes,
this is
sir.
a,
David.
yeah, real smart answer, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, I've got a last question. And what's that one thing about running a real dropshipping business that you wish you understand earlier?
Dude, one thing that I wish I would have understand earlier is about running a real ecom brand is having systems, bro. Before, I was super unorganized and everything was all over the place, right? My first ever brand was the traveler bag. And of course, I had a team and the money was coming through, but did I have a system in place for me to organize my data, my SOPs in place for my team so that I can keep them motivated and keep going? Any affiliate system, any credit system. I didn't have any systems in place to retain the team that I have and retain the scale that I was at. So that's one thing I wish I learned earlier because I used to be super unorganized. I didn't know exactly how much profit today was. I didn't know how much expenses were going out. I didn't know if someone were to ask me, well, how much did you make this month? How much was the expenses? I wouldn't have known, right? So that's one thing that I wish I knew back then.
So, Brandon, this was awesome, man. Thanks for being so transparent, bro.
Of course. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you for having me on this call and this interview. It was great, bro. It's great.
I would definitely have you, bro. Definitely, bro. Because,
Great.
I
Thanks,
talk to you
dude.
so much, not as a client, but as a friend.
As a
We talk
friend.
about so many things, not just business.
Let's do it.
So, yeah. So, is there one last thing that you want to tell the viewers from your side?
Yeah, so guys, if you guys are stuck and you're stuck seeing results, I know everyone says this, like you just gotta keep pushing through, keep doing this. It's not just that, bro. You gotta focus on like learning, right? You gotta focus on looking at your competitors. You gotta look at other mentors, look at other people, and just dabble in the sauce and see what they have, right? Because if you just focus onto one thing, onto one person, there may not be something that they know that these other people know, right? So always continue and learning something new. Become 1% better every single day, right? It's not about becoming 100% better every single day, right? A lot of people hope that or want become 100% better or be better the next day, right? Just become at least 1% better, learn something new every single day, and the results will come. I never gave up. I never quit. So once you quit, you become a failure. So you need to actually keep pushing through, keep learning, become 1% better, and eventually you'll become a lot better at what you're doing and see results. That's what I'll tell the viewers. Okay.
Nice having you, bro. It was nice having
I
you.
appreciate it, man. Anytime.
So, yeah. All right, everyone. If you got value from this, and if you're running a DTC brand or dropshipping store, doing over 100K a month, couple things. One, I break down frameworks like this every week on my YouTube and Instagram. And two, If you want me to audit your email setup and show you how exactly you're leaving the money on the table, so DM me. And that's it, bro.
Work with my boy Yunish, bro. This Yunish, he's a goat. He's very goated, bro. So you guys need to work with him. You guys got you definitely.
And thanks again and again, bro. So yeah, see you in the next video, guys.
I
Peace out.
guys, see ya.